Hi guys, it's Jazz1122 here, and this reading is for the Capricorns out there for the month of November. I just would like to say thank you guys for all your likes, your comments, and to all my new subscribers, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad to have you here. If you would like a one-question email reading from me, I will have all the details in the description box below. And please keep in mind that these are general readings and not everything may resonate. Okay, let's see what's going on with Capricorn for the month of November. We have the Six of Cups. So with the Six of Cups, Capricorn, you could be on somebody's mind, and this is someone from the past. Or you could have someone from the past on your mind. Another thing is, you could be thinking about the good times. Or this person could be thinking about the good times, either way. But the Six of Cups is like a nostalgia type of feeling. And during the month of November, for the most part, Mercury is still retrograding. And especially, ironically, these are cups, right? And Mercury is retrograde in Scorpio, which is a water sign. So I feel like someone could be thinking about the good times that you and them have had in the past. And it could be weighing on their mind during the month of November. I'm not even on the clarifiers yet. Speaking of Mercury retrograde, I was about to do clarifiers and I had one card. Okay. So we have the Emperor here. With the Emperor, this is someone who takes control. They know what they want and they go after it. And I feel like this person is using the nostalgia feeling they have about you, and they are ready to take action as the Emperor. Let's say you two are not in communication and they are not waiting for you to reach out to them at this point. They feel like they have to take matters into their own hands. And I feel like, because a Capricorn is not going to make things easy. You know, you got to work for what is worth having, right? So I feel like you and this person, you probably let them go because they stopped putting in the work that was necessary to be with you. So you guys probably went your separate ways, and they probably was reflecting a lot on that. And now it's like, you know what? It's time for me to take action. It's time for me to take initiative, you know? And Capricorns have no problem with taking initiative, but at some point, it's like you have to carry your weight too. And maybe that's why you dropped this person, because they wasn't doing what they were supposed to do, and you rather just do your own thing. And I feel like that's weighing on them. Like, looking at their lack of action, maybe that's why they're stepping in the Emperor. Like, the Capricorn is not going to keep going all out their way for you to reap all the benefits all the time. It's like you need to step your game up. And we have the Death, and I was speaking about Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, and this is the Scorpio card. This person has gone through a transformation during this time. I feel like how they viewed the relationship they had with you, their role that they had. I feel like they recognized that they wasn't the Emperor for you. I feel like they realized that they wasn't putting their best foot forward, and that's why they got the boot. And they know to get you back, they have to go through a transformation. And I feel like unless you see that, you're not even going to take them seriously. So I feel like Mercury retrograde is helping them realize, you know, in what ways they hold themselves back. You know, maybe they're not the type of person to really make the first move because they don't want to get hurt. That's another situation I see here. Maybe they had their own personal fears of why they wasn't willing to really step up for you. But however, by you not being in their life is really hitting them, and it's really causing them to reflect on their actions, on how did they get there. And they're realizing that they have to transform that, and it's not going to be pretty. So let's see what's going on in the clarifiers here. Let's see why the Six of Cups is here. The Six of Cups again. Oh man, you're on this person's mind heavy, Capricorn. And we have the Seven of Pentacles here. And we have the Seven of Swords. Why is the Seven of Swords here? King of Rods. Now with the Seven of Swords in this aspect, I feel like this person wasn't completely showing who they were. I don't take this as deception. I feel like this person just wasn't honest about what they were feeling. Like, let's say you two were getting really, really close, and then they pulled away. Excuse me. And then when they pulled away, they didn't really give you an answer on why. So they kind of had a mask and kind of just left things up in the air. But now they know that that's not the way to deal with things. You know, you can't just leave situations because you might miss a good thing. You know what I mean? And that could hurt you in the long run. This person may have been paranoid that you was going to hurt them or the situation was going to go left. And I feel like this person deceived themselves. That's actually what I'm getting. Because they felt very passionate about you. But I feel like their actions didn't reflect that. And their true feelings is a Seven of Pentacles. They want to rebuild. And with this Seven of Pentacles, this is a very fruitful harvest right here. It's all green. It's not brown like in that deck over there. This person really wants to start over, but they know that they have to drop this mask that they have, you know, or not being authentic and say how you feel. Like, they feel very passionate about you, but I feel like they downplayed it. That's why the Seven of Swords is here. Like, they felt very passionate, but on the outside, they may not have talked to you very much. So this person had to come to their own realization. Are they ready to open up? I don't really feel this was anything you personally did, Capricorn. They was going to have this mask with everybody. But I feel like they look at you as a person that they can trust to drop this persona that they have, to be honest and be like, you know what, I really do care about this Capricorn, and whatever experiences I had in life, they're realizing how that's hindering them. And this is where the death comes in. It's not pretty to really realize that your actions, how your paranormal, not paranormal, but paranoid mindset got you here. And they're realizing that. To just say what their fears are. You know, why did they pull away? What's really going on in their heart? So let's see why the Emperor is here. We have the Ten of Swords. We have the Two of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here? The Four of Pentacles. So with what I see here, let me do one more clarifier. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? Because I have a way I want to go with this, but I just want to make sure. Six of Wands here. The ending that you had with this person, Capricorn, is what's causing them to step into action now. They realized that you just left them. You wasn't chasing them. You went out your business. But what's really motivating them was the ending. And they know that they have to end the old version of themselves. I see this is them laying on the ground. They're realizing that they portrayed themselves. And the old ways of thinking or how they used to be, for them to have a successful shot at love is just not going to happen, because every relationship is going to fail, because that's the mindset that they're going into. They're going into it with all these traumas and, you know, unhealed anger or fears that they haven't really tried to conquer. But I feel like with the Emperor here, they are, because they took a big loss when they lost you. And they're moving slowly but surely towards that. Because they know that hurts you. You may not show it, because Capricorns, you guys know how to keep a straight face. You know what I mean? You guys are not all about causing a scene and all this extra stuff. So I feel like they're just preparing to come towards you, because it's like, how do I explain, like, after everything that happened, it was me. Like, Capricorn, it was really nothing else that you could have did or loved me any better. Like, I ruined this. I ruined us. You have always shown up for me to support me and love me and appreciate me, and I didn't know what to do with that. So I had to step away to get myself together, so I can step in the Emperor for me, so I can be what you were to me, in a way, like to be your support, to be your rock. And they're holding on to them being successful at this. I feel like sometimes they do want to backtrack and be like, you know what, maybe it's a waste of time. But part of them is still holding on that you miss 100% of shots you don't take. So to them, it's like, you know what? All I could do is just move slowly but surely, but I got to keep this victory in mind, because guess what? I feel like they look at it as a victory either way. Because at least if they get how they feel off their chest, they know the final result. But if they don't, I feel like this will always eat them up. And it's like, I'd rather be shot down and to know that I tried than for me not to try at all. So let's see why the Death card is here. We have the 10 of Pentacles, the Fool, the Page of Rods. Yeah. Capricorn, you motivated this person to change. Like I said, they see this relationship, especially with the Death here, in a whole new light. They see it in a new beginning. The Fool and the Page of Rods here. Like, I feel like they learned a lot from you. And by you leaving them, it humbled them a lot too. Because maybe they was used to people begging and pining for them to love them, and doing all this extra stuff, and you was probably like, listen, like, okay, well, I'm leaving, because at the end of the day, I know my worth, and it's not my fault if you don't see that. And you did, right? And that sat with this person. Like, I'm not used to someone doing that to me. Everybody else always chased me. I didn't really have to do the work, but with this Capricorn is different. Like, they, by them being who they are, it pushes me to grow. It pushes me to be serious. It pushes me to be more responsible and to really look at myself and see how I get in my own way. And I feel like that's why they look at you the way that they do, because they know they could learn a lot from you. You have a lot of wisdom. You could really help them get to a more mature place. But first, they had to make that themselves, which they are. They had to have the mindset and go after what they want. So they had to work on that so they could come to you ready and willing and ready to take ownership. That's big with Capricorns. Like, you have to take responsibility. That may have been why you allowed this to end. It's like, you don't take responsibility for yourself. You don't take responsibility for your actions and how they played in this situation. I always held myself accountable. So where was your accountability? And I feel like that's what's lingering on their mind. Maybe they didn't take that accountability. Maybe they blamed you for a lot of things that didn't have nothing to do with you. So Capricorns, I hope you guys appreciate this reading, and I check you guys out next week.